Welcome back everybody, Matt the Man here, hope you're doing well. So today is the 20th anniversary of the Bourne Supremacy. This is a sequel to the original, the Bourne Identity, that came out in 2002. This was one of the most anticipated movies of the summer of 2004. The Bourne Identity was a huge hit in 2002. I think it was actually the breakout sleeper hit of that summer. Yeah, Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man broke all the records. But I think the Bourne Identity was one of those movies that came out of nowhere, like Matt Damon as an action star. He was so known for dramas like Good Will Hunting. It was like Matt Damon as an action star in the spy series. That they want to, have a new kind of James Bond in a way. And it made money, and it well received, and they made a sequel. Doug Liman did the first movie. Paul Greengrass came in to do the second film, and he completely changed the franchise after that. He also went on to do The Bourne Ultimatum and Jason Bourne. Real quick though, there is a story behind this movie. I saw this in the summer of 2004, right before, about a month before we started high school at Milton as a freshman. So it was like the last summer before high school. I should really tell you how it's been 20 years. And I went with my friend Foster, and, of course, I said, hey, Foster, we're going to go see a movie. Okay, Matt. He was known for comedies. He liked comedies. Well, we did see a lot of action movies. So we were at United Artists at North Point Mall in Alpharetta, back when United Artists was at North Point Mall. And we're sitting there in the theater. Now, back then, they didn't have the reclining seats or anything like that, but they were in the normal seats, and no high rise or anything. That was only at the old AMC at the time. And so we're sitting there and the movie starts for about 20 minutes. I was in the first act of the movie. Foster turns to me. Hey, Matt. Yeah, Foster, what? What's going on? What do you mean? And I don't like talking in a movie. So I like to be completely silent. Well, back then I didn't have to worry about a cell phone because I didn't have a cell phone because I wasn't driving yet. What do you mean, Foster? I don't know what's going on. You have seen the original, right? There's an original? The Bourne Identity. No, I haven't. Foster. You came to a movie that this is a sequel to when you never seen the original. Yeah. Just me. Roger, just watch the movie. That's how it went down. I still remember that. I was completely shocked that he never saw the original. Like, how do you go see a sequel without ever seeing the original? I mean, yes, that happens. I've done that. I mean, this was a fun, big franchise at the time. And that first one came out 2 years ago. And it was like, and now we're halfway through the movie, and he's like, what's going on? So that's what I remember from this movie. And Paul Greengrass came in. He was known for independent films like United 93 at the time. We bring back Matt Damon. Then we have some familiar faces coming back, like Brian Cox from the first movie. We had Julia Stiles return in a small role in this one. And we even had Chris Cooper have some flashback scenes, so it was great to see him come back. And then we had some new additions like Carl Urban, who was just coming off of The Lord of the Rings in December of 2003. And here he is a badass assassin. He barely speaks in this movie, but he just has a certain look that That is a motherfucking badass. And I still remember thinking, dude, I would love to see him play Bruce Wayne. Like, even if he had this look with the shaved buzz haircut and just the facial hair and the black shirt on, I'm like, dude, Bruce Wayne, maybe. We also had Joan Allen, a new character, Pamela Landy. Um, she had a great summer that year between The Notebook and the Bourne Supremacy. And I like this movie. I think, the action is ramped up. Paul Greengrass is now known for the handheld camera work in action movies. This whole handheld camera work started with the Bourne Supremacy. It continued with the other Bourne movies, but then it went into like Casino Royale. You see a lot of handheld stuff. Some of the Mission Impossible movies. So it became very well known. Like action movies started using handheld. This is a dark movie. I mean, there's a lot of people die in this film. There's really no humor in this movie, other than when Jason Bourne is on a rooftop and he's joking around with Pamela Landy. Get some sleep, Pamela. You look tired. That's the only humor, and that's at the end of the movie that we get in. This movie has like no humor at all. It's a very dark. This is one of those examples of a second film in a trilogy that 90% of the time is the darker film. Like it is an hour and 40 minutes. It flies by. After that first 5 minutes, I'm catching up with the character of Jason Bourne and Marie. As soon as Carl Urban, lands where Matt Damon's Jason Bourne is, the movie just goes until the end. So, it's a wild ride. It's an action-filled movie. It also has some great character moments, like, not just between Pamela Landy and Jason Bourne, they're back and forth, but then, like, later at the end of the movie when, the whole movie Jason is remembering a certain scenario that happened, like his first mission in Russia, and this Vladimir Yuzhitsky, this politician that he killed, he finally goes and sees the daughter that is now grown up. And I kind of wish the movie ended on that note. We had that fun sequence at the end with Jason Bourne on a rooftop talking to Pamela and, get some sleep. And then the movie ends there. But I think the movie would have been stronger even more if it ended and they flipped those scenes and had that scene and then see Matt Damon walk away and then go to Russia, meet with the girl in her apartment, saying, that's not, your parents actually died by me, not by suicide. And then him just walking away in the snow. I mean, I thought that was a powerful ending. And an ending that you wouldn't normally see in an action summer blockbuster. So like I said, you have some great action moments in this movie. The car chase with Carl Urban, or even the opening with him trying to shoot Matt Damon down. And then like I said, you have some quieter moments that are really good. And like I said, this movie's only an hour and 40 minutes. You get the great Bourne theme throughout. And then you get Moby's end credit song that we hear in the first Bourne movie, Extreme Laser Back again. So I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was a great sequel. Now, it's not my favorite out of the Bourne films, but I thought it was a very good sequel. Paul Greengrass really came in here and made it his own and didn't try to copy Doug Liman. And once again, Matt Damon also proved himself. He can be an action star. So let me know in the comments below, are you a fan of the Bourne Supremacy? I know they announced back in November of last year that they are working on another Jason Bourne movie. They got the director of All Quiet on the Western Front. And there was talk of maybe Matt Damon returning. I hope that happens. Like I said, we haven't heard anything since November. Maybe they'll make another one with Matt Damon. I hope so. I was a little bit let down with Jason Bourne. and that came out 8 years ago now. But let me know in the comments below, are you a fan of the Bourne Supremacy? Can you believe this movie's already 20 years old? Oh boy. Extreme ways, alright. Extreme ways. I'm getting older and older. Let me know in the comments below. Matt the Matt here. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment.